And joining me on our special panel this evening, with me Mr. Saugata Roy, Minister of State for Urban Development. Also with me Sudhir Vora, architect and expert on urban laws and planning. With me also is Jackie Range, reporter of the Wall Street Journal, who wrote recently on the construction boom in India and the issue of safety standards that goes with it. I'm also joined tonight by S.K. Dheri, who heads the safety department for private builders DLF. He was also Delhi's former fire chief and well acquainted with the many issues on safety in our cities. Thank you all very much for joining me. Mr. Saugata Roy, you're in the hot seat tonight, and I have to say, if you were in the opposition, I'm sure that you would have been on the other side. You would have brought the government down on this. Yes. But in power today, when you have to answer the people of Delhi, the people of India who saw Delhi's metro as a source of national pride, what would you say?
No, I'll say that any accident is unfortunate, especially if it causes any fatality. 6 people were killed, their precious lives, and they lost. It is very worrisome. But if you really go global and compare our accident rate in metro with the rest of the world, there is this index called LTIFR, Lost Time Injury Frequency Rate. The reported accident and hours of work for phase 2 of DMRC is 0.4 as compared to Singapore LTA 1.1, and we are slightly was the London Underground, which is 0.32. Yes. So accident rates in phase 2 of DMRC has not been that high. It's still the pride of the country, and of course, as I said, all accidents are unfortunate. But what we are more worried about is whether accidents will occur to the commuters when the metro actually starts running.
Yes.
But so far in Delhi metro there has been no accident.
So you're saying overall you're satisfied with the safety of Delhi metro, but just looking, sir, at the comparisons being made by journalists, by safety experts between phase 1 of the metro and phase 2, the accusation being that the deadlines are looming nearer with Commonwealth Games, contractors under pressure. Though overall the Delhi metro standard may be safe, we had 2 major accidents in October 2008. We had one where it was proven, the report said that Afcons, the contractor, actually was just lax. They were lax with safety. We don't know yet what caused this accident.
Yes.
But is that a worry? Is deadline pressure actually leading contractors to work overtime?
I can assure you on behalf of the Government of India that we will not compromise on safety standards in our hurry to complete the metros before the Commonwealth Games. We have already appointed a committee, consists of eminent civil engineers, and the committee is supposed to give a report within 10 days.
Right.
We'll then know what actually needs to be done, and especially precautionary measures to be taken at other work sites.
Right. So 10 days
we are waiting for their report, and after that the government will take a decision on safety matters.
Well, 10 days you know what happened, but of course the bizarre Murphy's Law, the just sheer carelessness to have 2 disasters at the same site in just over 24 hours. I'm going to bring you in here, Sudhir Vora.
No, it was not. May I fill you in on the accident which took place today? What happened is that 4 cranes, 3 of which had a capacity of 250 tons, and 1 a capacity of 400 tons. They were lifting a girder which was 150 tons in weight. What happened is that the cable of one of the cranes snapped, as a result of which the balance was lost, and as a result of which the cranes overturned. It's of course very unfortunate, but fortunately nobody died, and only 2 workers received injuries, that too minor.
But of course, but why should the cable snap? The point is that obviously the load on it
cable
was
is
not
a human being. No, we know what is known as metal fatigue. Cables have a habit of snapping when they have reached the end of their elastic limit, or when they have achieved metal fatigue. But of course, I am not an engineer, so only engineers can comment on that.
Mr. Vora here, actually an architect as well. And Mr. Vora, you just as a citizen of Delhi actually went yesterday when you saw the news at the metro site, and you took some photographs as well of what happened. And in your opinion, as an architect, as somebody who is an expert in urban laws, you felt that we are actually overlooking some important aspects, perhaps. In fact, those pictures which you took yesterday are coming up on the screen as we speak.